What if, tomorrow morning, the internet disappeared? Not a local outage, not an overloaded network, a real digital silence. Global, total. Phones display no service. Routers blink like useless objects. Pages never load. Messages stay stuck, frozen, like words trapped inside an empty pipe. At first, people laugh. They say it'll be back in an hour. They refresh their screens again and again, as if the gesture itself could wake the world up. But the world doesn't respond. And very quickly, it becomes clear. This isn't a shutdown. It's a disappearance. The first day feels strange. Crowds gather in front of stores, not to buy food, but to buy explanations. News channels loop endlessly, but without live footage, without networks, without witnesses. Companies call employees using landlines when they still have them. People move around just to check things in real life. Banks limit withdrawals. Cards work sometimes and then suddenly stop. GPS systems go silent. In the streets, people look at each other like it's the first time. A tense calm settles in. Everyone is waiting, but no one knows for what. After a few days, it's no longer social media that people miss. It's everything else. Supply chains slow down because orders, inventories, and communications all depend on the internet. Ports pile up with containers. Trucks drive half empty, or not at all. Companies can't pay, deliver, or track anything. Hospitals improvise, because some systems are connected even when you don't see it. People start to realize that the internet isn't entertainment. It's an invisible structure that was holding the world upright. And that structure has just fractured. Without the internet, truth becomes a scarce resource. Rumors rush in to fill the gap. Some say it's an attack. Others talk about a solar event. Others swear it's intentional, a reset. Printed newspapers return, but too slowly. Radio becomes the new authority, even when it has no proof. In the streets, posters appear on walls, announcements, warnings, and handwritten information. People write schedules with pens. Cities start to cover themselves in paper. And in this slow, analog world, something shifts. People begin to believe what's said the loudest, not what's true. By now, the problem is no longer technical. It's human. People become nervous and irritable. Without the constant stream, some feel an agitation that resembles physical withdrawal. Others, on the contrary, calm down and realize how exhausted they were. But the calm doesn't last, because the real problem arrives: isolation. Families separated by distance can't write to each other. Expats lose contact entirely. Some people vanish overnight without a trace, simply because their existence lived through online messages and calls. Without the internet, the world breaks into isolated rooms, and inside each one, fear grows. After 2 weeks, society starts to mutate. Neighborhoods organize like small countries. Exchange points appear: food for medicine, information for fuel. Some people take on roles, others impose rules. The most vulnerable are pushed aside because there's no customer support, no central system, and no help button anymore. Law enforcement is everywhere, but in control of very little. At night, some streets go completely dark. People relearn how to talk to each other and how to distrust each other. The world becomes closer, more physical, and more real. And that reality is brutal. That's when the disturbing part begins. Because in several countries, people swear they hear signals, modem noises, static, fragments of voices on the radio, as if something is trying to get through. Technicians say it's impossible. Without a network, there's nothing to receive. And yet, the same sounds return, always at the same time, like an appointment. Some people record the static. They play it backward. They hear words, sentences, not threats, not requests, but instructions. As if something is trying to rebuild a connection, not to give us the internet back, but to connect us to something else. As day 30 approaches, people stop talking about an outage. They talk about a new world. Supplies run low, trust runs lower. In some cities, crowds gather outside government buildings demanding answers. Elsewhere, groups guard their streets like borders. And in the middle of this chaos, the signals intensify. Radios pick up clearer sounds, numbers, repeating sequences. Some people begin to follow them like prayers, because the human brain hates emptiness. It prefers a false explanation to none at all. And when the world loses the internet, it loses something. On the 30th day, something comes back. Not everywhere, not all at once. First, screens light up. Notifications appear, then vanish. Then a single page loads on thousands of devices. A blank white page with a black sentence in the center. No logo, no brand. Just one simple sentence in every language. You are ready now. People freeze. Some cry with relief, believing the world is restarting. Others feel a cold shiver, because that sentence doesn't sound technical. It sounds human. And worse, it assumes there's someone on the other side. After 30 days, the internet slowly returns. People reinstall their habits, like placing a blanket over a wound. But nothing tastes the same. Because we saw what happens when the digital layer disappears. The dependence, the fragility, and the speed at which society fractures. And that sentence, "You are ready now," stays lodged in everyone's mind. Some say it was a hoax. Others call it a test. But a small group can't sleep anymore, because they understood the twist. The internet didn't disappear. It was turned off, just long enough for us to notice it. Like a leash loosened for a moment, so the animal forgets freedom and accepts it more easily when it's put back on.